going on? It's your boy NFF here, back in another video. Today we are going to be doing a tier list of NFL quarterbacks. Let's get right into it. All right, up first is Aaron Rodgers. Of course, no bias at all. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL. Okay, realistically, I think Rodgers he's either the bottom of S tier or the top of A tier. We're going to put him at S for now, and he's going to be the standard. Okay, next is Baker Mayfield. Man, I'm not sure how I'm going to treat these bottom of the line quarterbacks. I do see a couple of quarterbacks on here that are worse than Baker, so I'm thinking I'm going to throw him in C tier for now. We'll do some reorganizing if I need to. I'm actually higher on Carson Wentz than most people, but I don't think he's better than Baker Mayfield. Dak Prescott, I know, is a hot take in the community, what everyone thinks of him. Personally, I think Dak Prescott's good. I think Dak Prescott's a solid quarterback. I would put him at the bottom of the elites. I don't think some people like to say he's like top 5. I wouldn't say he's top 5. I would say he's top 10. Daniel Jones. I think I'm going to put Daniel Jones at B tier. He's definitely a little more than a serviceable quarterback, but he is definitely not a game-changing quarterback. Davis Mills. I love me some Davis Mills. I'm tempted to put him ahead of Baker. I'm going to put him ahead of Baker. I really do think if Davis Mills had any weapons in Houston, he actually would have been pretty good. He had a solid rookie season with like a train wreck of a team. So honestly, it wouldn't be ridiculous to give a guy like Davis Mills a shot. Derek Carr, I'm definitely higher on than most people, but I still think he's only a B tier quarterback. He's a solid starter, don't get me wrong. I would honestly argue he's top half of the league, but I'm not sure you can argue him much more than that. Good old Deshaun Watson here. Just gonna toss him over here. I don't think Deshaun Watson's half the quarterback he was. He looked abysmal in Cleveland, I'm not gonna lie. I do think he'll take a step up this season, but boy, I don't know if I could put him much higher than this. Okay, Drew Lock's not good. I'm sorry to all the Drew Lock fans out there, but Drew Lock is not a good quarterback. Believe me, I was his biggest fan coming out of Mizzou, but he just does not have what it takes. Wow, Jalen Hurts, to me, him and Dak Prescott are pretty interchangeable. I think him and Dak both have different talents that put them ahead of each other in each category, but honestly, I kind of think they balance each other out. That might be a hot take, but good old famous Jameis, he goes right in this tier with everyone else. Like, he's just such a mediocre quarterback. This entire, C tier is just guys that I'm like, yeah, they can start for you, but, why? Jared Goff, I know people don't think Jared Goff's good, but honestly, dude had a solid season in Detroit. I would also argue that Jared Goff is a top half quarterback in this league. Jimmy Garoppolo goes right into that mess of people in C tier. He's just so mediocre. Okay, obviously Joe Burrow's S tier. Don't know if there's any arguing that he's not S tier. I think he's probably 1, 2, or 3. Well, he's not 1, but he's probably 2 or 3 in the NFL right now. Josh Allen, as much as I absolutely despise the guy, he's probably an S tier quarterback for now. I know people overhate on this guy, and this is coming from me, who is the #1 Josh Allen hater in the world. People are like, he throws interceptions all the time. Yes, that's what happens when you're a quarterback who takes shots down the field. I'm definitely not as high on Allen as most people, but I'm definitely not as low as the Allen haters out there. Boy, Justin Fields is tough. He's gonna go right in this tier with everyone else. As of right now, I don't want to give Justin Fields too much credit, but I do think that he will break out. I think I might have to put him at the bottom of B tier. I think he's going to start revolutionizing the position in kind of, not exactly like the way Michael Vick did, but I kind of think he's going to he's going to be part of this era that's going to completely change how the quarterback position is used. The days of the pocket passer are over. You need dynamic guys like Fields on your team. Okay, Herbie, that's easy. Definitely Herbie over Allen. I don't know. Dude, Herbie and Burrow's close. I think I'll give it to Burrow for now. Dude, that's close. I might have to look at that one closer, but for now, they're at least in the S tier pretty easily, but boy, is it close between them. Oh boy, Kenny Pickett, baby. I actually think Pickett looked solid last season. I don't know if he's going to be quite the star quarterback that Pittsburgh's looking for, but I'm a solid Kenny Pickett fan. I think he could step into the Roethlisberger role where you're like, all right, he's a solid A tier kind of guy. Might catch slack for that one. think Kirk Cousins is better than a lot of people give him credit for. A lot of the slander on Kirk Cousins is things that are not entirely his fault. Is Kirk really gonna be my only A tier guy? Like, I'm thinking like S tier for me is like my top 10, and then honestly this A tier is like guys that like you could honestly argue could be top 10, but they're just not. So like that's kind of where I'm thinking Kirk's at. I kind of want to put Kyler Murray there too. I know Kyler Murray's catching a lot of slack these days, but Kyler Murray, underrated now. Lamar Jackson, hate will not be tolerated. Lamar Jackson, MVP quarterback. I don't understand the hate around Lamar. As I was talking about with Justin Fields, you don't want a guy who could only throw the ball these days. And what Lamar Jackson did during his MVP season, it's ridiculous. Mac Jones, hot take, is not a good quarterback. I don't know if that's a hot take, but boy, I don't think Mac Jones is good at all. I just think the coaching staff is so good in New England that they can use a horrible quarterback and show him off as serviceable. Marcus Mariota, he goes right into this tier of people who you're like they can be your starter, but again, you're not like, yeah, Marcus Mariota. Oregon legend though, shout out. Good old Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan deserves more respect in the all-time attribute, where I think that people have forgotten how good Matt Ryan is legacy-wise, and honestly, he's a Hall of Famer. Nowadays, I'm not sure as much. Why is Tom Brady still on this list? Tom Brady, you can be an S tier. Go Tom Brady. Okay, up next is my boy John Matthew Stafford. John definitely is an A tier guy. He's ahead of Kirk. There we go. Man, I feel like I've put too many guys in S tier, but I think Matthew Stafford's a cusp guy. He's could go one way, could go the other. This next season's really going to be the determining factor of, is Matthew Stafford still elite? Hey, Trubisky is overhated, honestly. I think Mitch Trubisky is not as useless as I once thought he was. When he was a Bear, I thought he was 100% useless. I just thought he was terrible at football. But once he finally got out of the horrible system that Nagy had going in Chicago, I think Mitch is okay. He's someone that can start games for you, but he's not going to be anything special. All right, well, this guy, who is this? I don't even know who that is. Russell Wilson. Ooh. Russell Wilson is a guy that probably goes in C tier for now. I really want Russell Westbrook. I really want Russell Wilson to be good, but he just did not have a great season in Denver. Although, granted, Nathaniel Hackett was their head coach, and that's not ideal. I'll put him ahead of these guys for sure. Russell, you could go here. I can rate that. Boy, Ryan Tannehill. I never realized how many mediocre players there were in the NFL right now. Am I being ridiculous in saying this? Well, I have 8 guys in tier S, right? Tom Brady, you don't count. You get to go in this tier just because you don't count. How do I make another tier? Tom Brady. Tom, you get your own tier. Congratulations. I think 8 is fair. That's the top quarter of the NFL. Am I missing someone? No. Oh, obviously. That's who I'm missing. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess for me, C tier is just anyone that's in the 17 to 25 range. So I guess I probably should take some of these and move them to D tier. Okay, moving on. Sam Darnold. Go ahead and drop an S for you. I actually think Sam Darnold's really good. I need to put him in D, but I refuse to. He's going in C. Sam Darnold is one of the guys that I still think, if you give him a real shot, he can be a good quarterback. I've seen his flashes of brilliance in New York, and I know what he's capable of, but he's just not shown any of it yet. Okay, Trevor Lawrence. Boy, I think Trevor Lawrence is the guy. I think he's the one that makes the jump from A to S next year. I will not put Zach Wilson. That makes me heartbroken to put Zach Wilson that low. Honestly, I think Zach Wilson is, once he learns from Rodgers for the next 2 years, I don't think Wilson's going to be useless anymore. I actually think he's going to be really good. You guys know I am completely biased, and I am the biggest Zach Wilson lover of all time, so I will never give up hope. Trey Lance. I've literally seen Trey Lance play like 3 games in my entire life, so I don't even think he could be ranked. He could be in C for fun. Ooh, good old Tua. Tua's right in this range of guys. He can go here. I think Tua could be the top of B tier. Do I think Tua's better than Kyler? No, I don't. This tier list is looking solid from me, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to do some rearranging to the C and D tiers. Is this Desmond Ridder? Why is Desmond Ridder on this list? I don't have any faith in Desmond Ridder. Sorry to all the Desmond Ridder fans. Taylor Heineke, on the other hand, stud. Love Taylor Heineke. Love Taylor Heineke in like a, I like his story. It's just crazy he's made it this far kind of way versus I actually think he's a good quarterback. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton can be in the old guys washed up tier. I definitely have to do some rearranging in this tier. Gino, you could be here if Justin Fields is here. I think Gino and Justin were about on the same wavelength this year. In the upper mid players. Is this 16 guys? 8, 12, 16, 18. Okay, that's fair. So what do I want to change here? Honestly, I think I'm fine with this list. I think this is a solid tier list. Let me know if you guys disagree in the comments. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm planning on doing positional tier lists for the next upcoming week or so. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.